Hey fam bam, what's up, what's up, what's up? It's your girl Centina and I'm back with another video. So today I want to talk about how I tried to hide my legal blindness. Yes, I did. Yes, it's a thing. But before we get into that, I always want to remind you guys, if you have not done so already, make sure to hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, make sure to put in a comment. We love to see your comments and we do respond to comments. So make sure if you have something you want to say, put it in that comment section. Follow, share. Sharing is caring. All right, so make sure to do that, you guys, before we get into the video or even after the video is over. Just don't forget to do it, okay? Thank you guys so much for all of your love and support. We truly appreciate you guys, and we're enjoying just getting our story out here, right? So, okay, now that we got that out the way, let's get down to it. Why did I hide my legal blindness? Why did I hide being legally blind? Well, it started off when I was younger. Of course, I was born with glaucoma, like I stated in the previous videos, but for people who this might be your first time watching, welcome to the channel. And this time we're talking about why I hid my being legally blind. So when I was younger, guys, okay, it was tough for me. Like, first of all, I hated the fact that I could not see. That was tough for me. And it was even worse because children can be cruel. They made fun of me a lot. Like, I got made fun of every day. Like, I was the laughing stock of the classroom, you know? So it's like, it was tough. And because of that, I decided to hide the fact that I was legally blind, even though people already knew, even though, you know what I'm saying, I was already being made fun of. So, but I still felt like I needed to hide it because I dealt with so much bullying. And even my foster mom, you know, she's supposed to be the one who loves me and who protects me and tries to shelter me from these things, but she made fun of me too. Like, for instance, she would purposely hide my things like my eye drops and stuff so that I would have to look for them, and then be laughing when I can't find it. It's like, why would you do that? Now, most blind people, when legally blind or blind, whoever, visually impaired, legally blind people, we're taught to try to keep things in a certain place so that we know where they are. And I used to keep my eye drops on my nightstand in my room. And I would take my drops and then immediately put them right back down. I would take them right there at the nightstand so I don't have any reason for them to be anywhere else. But this lady would take my eye drops and move them and have me searching around trying to find them. And she knows I'm looking for them, you know, because she'll tell me, you know, it's time to take your eye drops. And then next thing you know, I can't find them. And she knows where they are. She moved them. And, you know, she would do little stuff like that. But as far as being in school, kids made fun of me. They pushed me. You know how they, some people might have experienced this, you guys who may have a little bit of vision. They hold their fingers all up in your face. How many fingers am I holding up? How many fingers am I holding up now? How many fingers? And they waving their hands in your face. Like, that is the most annoying thing ever. And then, you know, people laughed at me because I needed to use certain devices to help me be able to see in the classroom. Like, for instance, I used to have a telescope. You know, it's the kind that it goes around your neck. You hold it up to your eye, and I would read the board with it and then take my notes. I even had special paper, a special like marker pen that I would use so that I could actually see what I'm writing. And people really made fun of me because of these things. Even my glasses, you guys, oh my gosh. They used to call them Coke bottle glasses. And so they were very thick, and because people made fun, and I used to have the bifocals at the bottom. I'm actually going to show you what these glasses look like. Of course I don't have glasses from when I was little, but you know, I do still have some glasses that would be considered that Coca-Cola bottle, Coke bottle glasses that they used to talk about when I was younger. But yeah, you guys, it was tough. It was tough. It was tough making friends because, you know, people didn't want to be my friend because they would get laughed at if they got caught being friends with me, or, you know, boys didn't want to talk to me because they would get clowned if they liked me. So it was really tough. I didn't have any friends besides my handicapped friends or my disabled friends, the ones who had a disability. They were my friends, you know. And as far as having, you know, just friends that can see, that can possibly help you with things that you can't see, I didn't really have that. It was tough making friends because I was the laugh of the school, you know. Elementary school, middle school, it was tough. It was tough. And it's funny because I knew some people actually liked me or wanted to be my friend, but they didn't want to get made fun of too, so they kind of left me alone. And you know, so that's what started me to not wearing my glasses, not wanting to use my cane, and it was tough because I couldn't really see without them. You know, I couldn't see very well without my glasses, but you know, I would try to fake it till I make it, you know, hoping I would make it. You know, I wanted boyfriends, so I had to try to look cute without the glasses, and I wanted friends, so I had to try to look like the rest of the girls, you know, so I can be cool with them. And that's how it was in elementary. That's how it was in school, period. Elementary, middle, high school. And it was tough, and it even carried on to adulthood because, you know, as an adult, hey, I want a man, you know what I'm saying? And I felt like getting in relationships, a man wouldn't want somebody that's visually impaired, you know. So it's like I'm trying to play this thing off as much as I could because I just wanted to be like everybody else. I didn't want to be treated differently or mistreated because there was something about me that was different. Like, it sucked, you know, with growing up and being around people who are different or people who don't understand what you're going through, you know. So yeah, I had to play it off, and sometimes embarrassing things might happen. Like, it's time to go get on the bus, and you know, after school, and I'm trying to get on the bus, and next thing you know, I'm getting on the wrong bus because I don't have my glasses on so that I can kind of see the numbers on the bus. So I end up getting on the wrong bus, and oh my goodness, you know. And then trying to do classwork, and I'm trying to sneak and hold my telescope up to my eye without people looking at me and snickering at me, you know. But hey, I had to do what I had to do. But because of me doing all of that, it kind of caused me to have more vision problems and more vision loss, you know, because I was straining to see everywhere I went because I didn't want to wear my glasses. I had my glasses in my pocket the whole time, and I would pull them out if I just absolutely needed them. Like, there's no way I can do this without these glasses, so let me put these glasses on, kind of thing. And it sucks because, like I said, it carried on into adulthood. Like, I didn't think I looked nice with my glasses on. You know, I didn't think I could get a boyfriend with my glasses on, and I didn't think I could make friends without my glasses on. I mean, with my glasses on. So it was tough for my social life as well because if I'm walking somewhere and somebody who knows me might see me and I don't see them, it's tough because they don't know that I don't see them. And then next thing you know, they're looking at me like, oh, well, she must got an attitude, or, you know, she's funny acting because I know she saw me walk past her and she didn't say anything, but I actually didn't see you. I don't have my glasses on. You know what I'm saying? So that was tough. But even with my glasses on, I do have a hard time seeing people's faces. I did have a hard time when I used to wear glasses. I had a hard time seeing people's faces and, you know, making people out. And most of the way that I know who you are is if you speak to me and I know your voice. Then I can say, oh, hey, Christy, how are you? But if you just walk past me, and you can walk right past me, and I might be looking in your direction where it looks like I'm looking at your face, but I don't know who this person is. I just keep on going. If you don't say nothing to me, then I just might not know who you are. So it was tough, but I did not want to put those glasses on. I did not want to use that cane. Like, and it all came from just being made fun of as a child, you know. And as an adult, it's like, no. Then I lived in the hood, right? So I felt like I would be a target walking around with my cane. So I wouldn't walk around outside with my cane because, you know, in the hood in Detroit, that's dangerous. You know, you don't want to look like a target, because if somebody sees you that's not a very good person and they're out looking for somebody that they can take advantage of, somebody walking around, little skinny girl walking around with a cane is a perfect target, because, you know, okay, well, she can't see, so maybe I could rob her, or maybe I could, you know, do something bad to her, or, you know. So I started thinking like that. But, you know, in all of me doing this stuff, it wasn't helping me at all. Like I said, I suffered from still losing vision. And it was terrible. It was terrible. It's terrible that people can be so cruel to the point where you have to try to pretend like you don't have this issue going on just so that people would leave you alone, just so that people would look outside of the fact that you can't see that well and see what kind of how good of a person you are, or how nice of a person you are. Like, I spent a lot of time in school being alone because I didn't have friends. And my foster mom, part of it was the fact that she was a little overprotective, but part of it was because she was evil too. I didn't really get to go out and do things like other kids got to do. You know, I didn't get to go over my friend's house. I didn't get to go down the street and play with the kids on my block and stuff like that. And, you know, so I spent, if I wasn't with my siblings, I was by myself, you know. And so it was tough. And so I'm trying to change things by trying to not look like I have this issue. But then, of course, you can still look at my eyes and see that, you know, there was something going on. I didn't know that because I can't see my eyes, but somebody looking at me, they can see like, oh man, her eyes are doing this and that. but man, it was so tough, and I feel so bad. I feel bad for children that might possibly be going through that today, because, you know, we should just be able to be ourselves, whether we have a disability or not. You know, people should be able to look past the disability just to see the person and see who they are and see what kind of person they are outside of something that they may be battling with or dealing with. It was a struggle. I'm already dealing with the fact that I can't see that well. There's things that they can do that I can't do. You know, my peers, they were going to gym class. They get to be in modern dance. I wanted to be in modern dance, but I had a hard time watching it. I did end up trying modern dance, and I actually did pretty good. There was one time when my teacher saw that I was doing something, she didn't even know it was me. She was just like, oh, who was that? And I was like, me. Everybody pointed at me. And she was like, that was perfect. Some kind of move I was doing. And but it was hard because you have to watch the teacher and learn from the teacher, and the teacher is in front of the class. And so I'm trying to watch her feet and how she do her arms and legs and how she turns, and it was difficult for me. So I didn't really get to, experience it the way that I wanted to. I didn't get to play basketball with the kids and softball and all of that. Like one time I was in gym and, somebody threw a ball and hit me in my nose and I started bleeding. Like it was tough. It was already tough dealing with not being able to see that well and not being able to do everything that the other kids get to do. But then on top of that, they're making fun of you because you have this disability. So it was hard. It was so hard. It was so hard. On top of being in an abusive adopted home, like, it was tough. And I needed a break. I needed a break somewhere in life. Like, I gotta have something where, I can be normal, where people can treat me like a normal person. And the only way that I got that was going to the school for the blind, or going to, different camps for the blind, or, going to, just different places that in the summertime, that's where I had my relief, because I was able to go to all these different camps and schools for the blind and stuff like that, and I was able to be normal. It was okay. There, it was okay for me to have a vision problem. There, it was okay for me to wear my glasses. It was okay for me to use my cane. And that's where I felt comfortable. So that's the only time where I felt like I can truly be myself. And if I can't see something, nobody's going to make fun of me. If I have to wear my glasses, nobody's going to make fun of me, And there were people there that would help me if I needed help. Nobody laughed at me. The adults didn't laugh at me. They wanted to help me. So those were the times where I had the most relief. But I was very insecure about me having this disability, because people made fun. People were very cruel. People would trip you. Walking down the hallway, people would laugh at you. People would push you. And it's not even that you did anything to these people. They just thought it was funny. Let's trip the blind girl. Let's see if she'll fall. Let's see if she'll see my foot, or if it's gonna trip her. Or if I try to, speak up for myself and say, so what, I don't care, and then next thing you know, boom, I'm being pushed down the hallway. Like, people were so cruel, so cruel, so cruel. So that's why I used to hide the fact of me being legally blind, and all the way up to adulthood, because there was always something that I wanted to do where I felt like, okay, if I don't put these glasses on, then people will see me as a normal person. Maybe a guy would want to date me if he don't see me with my glasses on. Maybe this person would want to be my friend if they see me not using a cane or wearing my glasses, But now, I've totally embraced it. That's partially why even in the beginning stages of building this platform, I didn't really talk too much about it, because I was still embracing the fact that, hey, this is me. This is where I am right now, And so now at this point, I've completely embraced it. Hey, if I got to use my cane, I'm taking my cane. You know what I'm saying? If I need help, I'm going to ask for help. If I need a ride, I'm going to, that's a big thing too. By being legally blind, sometimes I lived in places where they didn't have public transportation, so I needed a ride. People didn't want to deal with me because of that. Even some of my foster family, they didn't want to have to be the one to answer the phone, and I'm asking them, can they give me a ride to the eye doctor or to the grocery store or something? And that got on people's nerves, because they got their own lives, they got their own kids, they got stuff that they need to do, they got to use their car to drive around and do everything they need to do. So here I am asking if they can help me to do what I need to do. And sometimes people were okay with it, but sometimes people didn't want to do it. And sometimes I wasn't invited to family functions and things like that because they knew they would have to pick me up. Now, if I lived in a city where they had public transportation or they had transportation for handicapped people, then that's different. But it seems like me and my family, we've always lived in a city where there was no public transportation. Small cities don't have these things, you know. And I've always lived in a small city except for when I was living in Detroit. But for most of my life, I've lived in small cities. Even when I was in Atlanta, I lived in a small city. When I was in North Carolina, I lived in a very small city. When I was in Michigan, outside of staying in Detroit for that year or two that I lived in Detroit as an adult, I grew up in Detroit, yes. But going to different foster homes, I ended up moving to another city called Monroe. That's a very small city. They don't have transportation for the handicapped, you know, back then. So it was tough, and I had to kind of depend on people to take me where I needed to go, and people just didn't want to have to do that. So, you know, it's tough being visually impaired or blind or legally blind, especially when you don't really have the support system that you need, like a family support. You know, so it was tough. But yeah, I used to hide it. I hid it. I would hide it for forever. And it wasn't doing anything but hurting me because I had to walk around not really being able to see what was going on. And, you know, looking back on it, it's like, man, that was dumb. But I understand where it came from. It came from being made fun of my whole childhood. You know, it was tough. And it took me now to get into like my late 30s, almost early 40s, to embrace the fact that, hey, I'm wearing these glasses. I'm using this cane. You know, if I can't see something, I can't see something. If I need to use a telescope to read something, I'm going to use it. If I need to use a magnifying glass to read something, I'm going to use it. If I got to hold this phone up to my face to read what's on the phone, I'm going to do it in front of whoever because I need to be able to see. And I'm not going to let anybody who wants to make fun of me or thinks it's funny or think it's weird, I'm not going to let that stop me from being able to see what I need to see so I can do what I need to do. They're not going to do it for me. So shoot, forget that. I'm doing what I got to do. I got to pull out this cane, go walking somewhere using my cane. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am, I will, in front of a whole crowd of people and don't care. But back in the day, no. I'm not about to show people I can't see. So, but yeah, that's how it was for me. And I'm glad that I was able to get over that because it enabled me even more. You know what I'm saying? And without me realizing it or understanding. But, you know, I'm just glad. I'm glad I'm free from that. Whoever don't want to deal with me because I can't see that well, then it's your loss because I'm a beautiful person on the inside and out. You know what I'm saying? I have a lot to offer this world. You know, and if you don't want to know that person because you're stuck on the fact that I can't see that well, then oh well. If you don't want to date me because you see me with these glasses on and you see that I can't see that well and I can't read the menu if we go out to eat, or you know what I'm saying, if I need you to help me because it's dark outside and I can't walk in the dark by myself, if you can't see past that and see the beautiful person that I am, the kind person that I am, the wonderful person that God has created me to be, if you can't see past me not being able to see that well, then oh well. You know what I'm saying? So that's the mindset I have now. Oh well. It is what it is. You miss out, you miss out. You can't look past what you don't understand. It is what it is. So, and that's that. Okay? And that's for anybody. And that's how you got to feel too. Because I'm sure I'll probably get a couple comments where people say, you know, yeah, I tried to hide it too because people made fun. I know I'm not the only one. But forget that. If you know you're a great person and you love the person that you are, oh well, if they want to be mad or act funny towards you or make fun of you because you can't see that well, oh well. Or because you can't see at all, oh well. life goes on, and God is going to put people in your life who will see you for you. He's done that for me. And they'll help you if there's something that you can't see. They're not going to make fun of you. If you can't walk, if you're walking somewhere and it's dark and you say, hey, let me take your arm, I can't really see right now, it's dark, they're going to do that for you. If you need help reading the menu, they're going to do it for you. Whatever the case may be, for you to succeed or make it just through everyday life, God will place people in your life that will be that for you. So forget those people. Forget that. You can be legally blind. You can be blind. The ones who's meant for you is going to stay. People get tired of helping you or being there for you, then they go, then they're gone. That's just it. That's that. And I've had people walk away just because, you know, it's like, oh man, we go somewhere, I got to help her read the menu. Oh man, we go somewhere, I got to help her do this and do that. It's like, man, and it's not like we're dependent on people. But the fact is, you're gonna need some help sometimes. I can't get in the car and drive myself. If there's no transportation for me, no transportation for disabled, and you know, I need a ride, or we going somewhere and I'm like, well, hey, yeah, I'm going with you, can you come pick me up? And then they get an attitude. It's like, well, shoot, your real friends are already gonna know, and they're gonna plan, okay, I know I gotta pick Santina up, because how else is she gonna get there? And they don't mind doing it, you know. But the people that get tired of you and tired of helping you because you have a vision problem, forget them. You don't have to cover anything up for anybody. You just be yourself. And that's what I learned. And that's why I am authentically myself. And that's that. So I wanted to show you guys these glasses real quick. So let me go grab them so you can see the difference. Okay, hold on. Alright guys, so change of plans. I'm sorry, I don't have those glasses anymore. I thought I still had them, but you know, just imagine, you know, the thick lenses, line for the bifocals at the bottom. Yeah, that was me. But yeah, it was tough, you guys, but I'm glad I got over it. I'm glad that I've overcome being afraid of how people are going to treat me because of the disability that I have, being legally blind. So I pray that this helps somebody else, you know, overcome. Forget them people. Shoot, that's how I feel, and that's how you should feel too. You be yourself, be true to yourself, you know, and make the best of what you have. You make the best of the vision that you have. Forget if you got to look close to something, you look close to it. If you got to feel around for something, feel around for it. If you got to use your cane and use, you know, different devices to help you to see, well then doggone it, you use it and don't care about what nobody has to say. All right. All right, you guys. So I guess that's it. You know, that's my little life of you know, trying to cover up the fact that I can't see that well, or that I have this disability. So it's all good. Life is good. Life is great. So you guys enjoy the rest of your day, the rest of your, I'm sure I'll be back on tomorrow with posting another video tomorrow. So I'll have something for you guys tomorrow, and until then, I guess this is it. But please don't forget to smash that like and subscribe, follow, all that good stuff. Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, no, not Instagram, scratch Instagram, TikTok. That's what I meant to say, my bad. So yeah, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, holla at your girl, and I'll see you guys on the next video. All right, love you, bye.